Kevin Durant had a career high of 54 points in a win over the Warriors on Friday night, and then scored 30 in the win over the Kings last night. Stephen A. Smith, let's talk about KD. How impressed were you by his weekend performance?
Well, I watched the entire Golden State game, and what a show. He just put on an absolute clinic. It was something to behold, to be quite honest with you. Mark Jackson just sat there, and he basically he told his team to do everything but mug Kevin Durant in order to stop him. It didn't matter. He was just flowing. His perimeter jump shot, the three-point shots, his ability to go to the hole. Like I said, outside of putting on some excess weight or putting on additional pounds or muscle or whatever the case may be, there is no weakness in his offensive arsenal. He can take you inside. He can take you outside. He can take you in the open court. He can put the ball on the floor. He's got a mid-range game. He's got a three-point shot. He can go to the hole. He's long, very long, 6'10", 7'6" wingspan. Can pull up from 30. He can do what he wants to do offensively. And what I'm loving about what I'm seeing from him is maybe it's obviously born out of necessity because Russell Westbrook is out. But you just see a comfort level developing with Kevin Durant that says, I don't mind having to put up this amount of buckets. I don't mind having to be this aggressive. I don't mind having to be, dare I say, an assassin. We know that Russell Westbrook has that in him. He just can't do it with the level of efficiency that Kevin Durant is doing it. Averaging 30, shooting nearly 50% from the field, nearly 40% from three-point range. Right now, he's averaging 37 and 5 on those numbers and percentage-wise from the field and from three-point range. As far as I'm concerned, he's the leading candidate for league MVP honors. I don't think there's any doubt in most people's mind anyway. And I'm very pleased with what I'm seeing because I think if Russell Westbrook comes back, when he comes back, if Kevin Durant has this mentality, particularly at pivotal moments, I think it's something that will end up giving us a potential rematch anyway between Miami and Oklahoma City in the finals, unless Indiana has something to say about it. And I'm not ruling out San Antonio or the Clippers either.
So you have him as your hands-down MVP.
Right now, he's the leading candidate for league MVP honors right now.
Boy, that's hard for me to go there. I feel exactly about Kevin Durant as I told you again and again and again this year on this show. If I want somebody to lead the league in scoring, it's Kevin Durant, hands down, and I don't even have a second, third, or fourth choice in that category. If I want fourth quarter intangibles, as you talked about making that shot at that moment, if I want killer instinct, assassin, I want 4 or 5 other guys before I want Kevin Durant. And I'm going to have to reiterate, without Russell Westbrook against Memphis last year in the playoffs, 4 straight games he came up very small in fourth quarters. Last 5 minutes with the game within 6 points, he shot 3 for 17 in those 4 games against a team that San Antonio was about to sweep. This year at home, without Russell Westbrook, against Portland at home, they blew a big fourth quarter lead, lost the fourth quarter 27-16. He scored 1 point in that game. Against your Brooklyn Nets, who had lost 6 out of 7. Went to Oklahoma City this year, no Russell Westbrook. Went on a 19-0 run in the fourth quarter because Kevin Durant really was nowhere to be found. He had 2 crucial turnovers, scored 4 total points. He can score like nobody can score in this league until it's really time, and I'm not sure about him when it's really time. So for me to say, wow, slam dunk MVP, I haven't seen that yet. I'm sorry. But maybe I watched too much Oklahoma City basketball.
Who are the 4? Maybe you do. But who are the 4 guys that you have that you would pick before him?
We're running out of time.
Like you said, the fourth quarter.
We have to go, Stephen. And we'll have to do this tomorrow. I could go too many deep.
Okay.
Obviously, Dwayne Wade. I told you James Harden, and then he stunk it up the other night. Who I put LeBron in there. I think LeBron has earned a place above Kevin Durant. And I'd still probably take Kobe in there.